He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a presence about him that demanded attention. A rare mix of discipline, charisma, and commanding screen power. Burak Ozcivit didn't just enter Turkish entertainment. He steadily built a legacy, transforming early modeling success into one of the most influential acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Burak Ozcivit was born on December 24, 1984, in Istanbul, Turkey. Before cameras and scripts became part of his daily life, he was focused on structure and ambition, studying photography at Marmara University. His entry into the public eye came through modeling, where his sharp features and composed presence quickly set him apart. Winning Best Model of Turkey in 2003 and later Best Model of the World opened doors that would redefine his future. His acting journey began with supporting roles, but momentum built rapidly. Early appearances in series like Zoraki Koka and Matizim Yüzyıl helped him gain recognition, especially with his portrayal of Malkakaglabali Bey, a role that made him a household name and established his historical drama appeal. Rather than settling into one image, Burak expanded his range. He took on emotionally layered characters in Kalikusu and later cemented his status as a global star with Kara Sevda. The series became an international phenomenon, winning an International Emmy Award and introducing Burak Ozcivit to audiences far beyond Turkey. His most defining chapter came with Kurulus Osman, where he portrays Osman Bey, the founder of the Ottoman Empire. The role demanded physical endurance, emotional gravity, and long-term commitment. Burak's performance turned the series into one of the most watched Turkish productions worldwide, solidifying his position as a leading figure in historical storytelling. Burak's approach to roles reflects patience and calculation. He prioritizes projects with long-term impact, cultural significance, and strong character arcs, rather than chasing short-lived trends. This consistency has helped him maintain relevance across changing industry landscapes. Off-screen, his public image balances strength with stability. He is a prominent face at international events and a trusted ambassador for major global brands, yet remains selective about endorsements. His reputation is built on reliability and professionalism rather than constant exposure. His lifestyle mirrors that mindset. Burak values routine, fitness, and family life. Married to actress Fahriye Evcen, he often keeps his personal world private, choosing calm and structure over unnecessary attention. This grounded approach has become a defining part of his appeal. As of 2026, Burak Ozcivit's estimated net worth reflects years of success across television, brand collaborations, and international licensing of his projects. More importantly, he has achieved lasting industry credibility and worldwide recognition through steady, intentional growth. What truly sets him apart is endurance. From model to actor, from romantic lead to historical icon, Burak Ozcivit has evolved without losing control of his narrative. He builds slowly, commits deeply, and prioritizes longevity over hype. As of 2026, Burak Ozcivit stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of consistency, discipline, and global Turkish stardom. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet intensity about him, a mix of restraint, depth, and screen magnetism that naturally drew attention. Burak Deniz didn't rush into the spotlight. He earned his place, shaping a career built on emotional realism and deliberate choices rather than instant stardom. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Burak Deniz was born on February 17, 1991, in Istanbul, Turkey. His path toward acting began far from overnight recognition. He studied art history at Çanakkale Mart University, a background that subtly influenced his understanding of character, emotion, and visual storytelling. Acting entered his life not as a shortcut to fame, but as a craft he approached with patience and seriousness. His television journey started with early roles that allowed him to build experience quietly. However, it was his breakthrough role as Murat Sarsılmaz in Ask Laftan Anlamaz that pushed him into mainstream recognition. The series became a massive success both in Turkey and internationally, showcasing his ability to balance charm, vulnerability, and emotional nuance within a romantic narrative. Rather than staying confined to lighthearted roles, Burak deliberately expanded his range. He took on darker, more psychologically complex characters in projects like Bizim Hikaye, where he portrayed Barış Aktan, a role that demanded emotional restraint and internal conflict. His performance resonated deeply, proving his strength in grounded, socially driven storytelling. His evolution continued with Marasli, where he embodied a hardened former soldier shaped by trauma and loyalty. The role highlighted his ability to carry intensity without exaggeration. Later projects such as Yerim Kalan Askler and Samaran further demonstrated his willingness to explore unconventional narratives and layered personalities. Burak's approach to acting reflects intention. He avoids repetition, choosing roles that challenge him emotionally rather than relying on formulas that guarantee popularity. This balance between mass appeal and artistic depth has helped him remain relevant as audience expectations continue to evolve. Off-screen, his public image remains controlled and understated. He avoids excessive exposure, allowing his work to speak louder than his private life. His lifestyle reflects simplicity and discipline, with a focus on mental clarity, fitness, and personal space. Fashion-wise, Burak Deniz carries a modern, effortless style. Whether attending international events or appearing casually, he favors clean silhouettes and understated confidence, reinforcing an image that feels authentic rather than curated. While his personal relationships have occasionally attracted public attention, he consistently redirects focus toward his professional journey. Within the industry, he is known as focused, respectful, and deeply invested in understanding the psychological layers of his characters. As of 2026, his estimated net worth reflects steady success through television, streaming projects, and selective brand collaborations. More than financial growth, he has built strong credibility as a dependable lead capable of carrying emotionally demanding stories. What sets Burak Deniz apart is restraint. He doesn't chase visibility. He builds presence. His performances rely on silence, expression, and emotional control, qualities that leave a lasting impact rather than instant spectacle. From romantic leads to intense dramatic roles, Burak Deniz's journey is defined by progression, not repetition. His rise reflects discipline, thoughtful choices, and a clear commitment to longevity. As of 2026, Burak Deniz stands as one of Turkish television's most compelling actors, grounded, evolving, and built to endure. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.